Listen, if there's not a more iconic introduction to a cartoon, then you listen. You just hear. Just close your eyes with me and just hear, bum 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 bum. You know that's Batman. Do 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 do. That just listening to it, you know you're either watching the Batman movie that came out obviously, or you're watching the Batman Adventures, or maybe even the Batman and Robin Adventures. And now we have the Omnibus. Now this is the companion to the Batman Adventures Omnibus that we had come out a couple months ago, and this just hits like a wave of nostalgia. Oh, rush over me, take me into the deep. Let me drown in it. I'm here for it, guys. I would say this is probably the beginning of where I started to like Batman as a character. Watching the cartoons, which led into the comic books, which led me to here. So this is probably like the stepping stones, the first couple of steps that led me into where I am now, which is amazing. You know, it's crazy how just kind of thumbing through this, I'm like, oh, reminds me of that. You cannot see this book and not think, of course, of the legendary voice actors, Kevin Conroy, rest in peace. Oof. And then, of course, you got Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill as the Joker in one of the most amazing performances. Again, iconic. If you think of the Joker voice-wise and laugh-wise, it's Mark Hamill. Done and done. Easy. You know, respect to all those who played the Joker in movies, Heath Ledger, all that. Respect. No lie. Listen, even for the Batman, Adam West and all of them, they're great. But voice-wise, close your eyes and you think of Batman, you think of Joker. Cartoons, Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, easily far and above the best. No competition. So let me show you this book. Here is the front. Even that just automatically just brings me back to the cartoon. The spine. There we go. And the back. Very cool. And let me show you in the flaps. I know people like to see that, so I'm going to show it to you. You have here some info on the creators right there. And then you have a little bit of artwork from the cartoon as well. And then underneath the dust jacket, let's take a look. Ooh, you got Batman and Robin in alleyway getting shot at, I'm guessing. Spine right here. And then in the back, you have them surrounded by the bad guys. But you know they're going to pull through. It's Batman and Robin. Why wouldn't they? Let's go ahead and jump into this, see what's inside of it. Let's dive back into our past, back into the 90s, and see what kind of stories are included in the Batman and Robin Adventures Omnibus. All right, guys, let's jump into the Batman and Robin Adventures Omnibus. Love that. And this book, again, comes in at 840 pages. So it's a pretty good size. It is, here is the creator. So thank you guys so much for the hard work you put into it. We appreciate you and all the work that you guys do. Quality build is what you're expecting from a DC Omnibus. And it is that semi-gloss matte that we've come to see from them. That's all I have to say about it. But man, this just brings back nostalgia to the highest levels. I'm getting hit with it, the 1-2 punch. Can't not see this Joker and think of Mark Hamill doing his voice. It's so iconic, and of course we have the voice of a generation, the one and only Kevin Conroy doing the voice of Batman. So every time I see him, I can't not think of him. Because, man, what a distinct voice that just automatically, left an impression on countless children as being the Batman voice. To the point that you get used for comic books, for video games, for movies, for all that stuff. Insanely cool. So definitely like that. Let me tell you a little bit about this. The dynamic duo returns. The Cape Crusader and Boy Wonder are back for another rousing round of adventures inspired by the Emmy Award-winning show Batman the Animated Series and the Adventures of Batman and Robin. In this companion volume of the Batman Adventures Omnibus, Batman, Robin, Batgirl, and Commissioner Gordon continue their campaign to protect the citizens of Gotham City from crimes great and small. But with villains such as Two-Face, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, the Riddler, Ra's al Ghul. No, wait, do you say Ra's al Ghul or do you say Ra's al Ghul? Ra's al Ghul, I like that better. Kind of like Gabagool, but Ra's al Ghul. Harley Quinn and the Joker to contend with. Keeping Gotham safe won't be easy. Boasting an all-star roster of comic talents including Ty Templeton, Paul Dini, Hilary J. Vader, and Kelly Puckett. These tales showcase the timeless appeal of Batman and Robin and their supporting cast of colorful characters across all media and age ranges. Very, very cool. So yeah, if you would like the show and you have the, Batman the Adventures Omnibus, then you're definitely going to get the Batman and Robin Adventures one. I always thought this Robin was really cool. Like, the hair, just how cool he was. Ah, yeah. So cool. Mr. J. Harley Quinn, of course, iconic voice as well. Yeah, the format, as you can see, is a little bit small. You have a lot of white, I guess you could call it page edges. Yeah, because the format for the comics were smaller. And for the omnibus, they stretched them as much as they could. I think they could have gone bigger, personally, but I guess they decided it is numbered throughout, looks like. So, yeah. You know what? It says 840 pages, but it's definitely more than that. I want to say it's like 840 for the stories, not including like the what do you call it? The actual extras. So let's take a look at some of those. I'm going to show you real quick. As you can see, it says 840. So I'm at 8. Maybe it is 840 for the comic book. No, 839. Yeah, I guess it is 840 for the actual story, but there's still, I want to say, like maybe 50 pages of extras. Oh no, it's still more. Sub-Zero, it's another story. There you go. Okay, let's take a look. It just keeps going. Some more stories. Okay, so here's where we have the extras. As you can see there, the models for the Batman one. I like that his cape isn't full length. You can see it's a little bit shorter. I think that works for Batman just because he's much more dynamic in his actions than like Superman. So he needs to make sure his cape doesn't, wrap around his legs or something. Robin, of course, very cool. I like that they changed, he went from little shorts to like actual full-length pants. Very cool. And then, of course, you have Mr. Freeze. All right, there you go, guys. So that is the Batman and Robin Adventures Omnibus. Check it out at Organic Price Books. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.